I appreciate everyone being here again. Thank you so much for taking time out of your busy schedules to jump on this webinar and hear this coaching today. I'm planning on bringing you massive value. Super pumped for this training. This is the How to 10X Your Motocross Racing and Riding Skills, even coaching program, even if you're over 30 or a complete beginner. So thanks everybody for being here. So here's what I need. I need your attention, please. Okay. You know how it is in this day and age, man. We got every page open, every Facebook app, every Twitter, Instagram. So listen, just turn off your cell phones. My cell phone's off. Totally killed it. Sitting over there. Turn off Facebook. If you got 100 pages open here, just stick some pages out. And if you're a motocross rider and you're serious about getting better results with this 10X Your Racing and Riding Skills program, or you want to win your first race, this next 60 to 90 minutes will change your riding forever. That's my guarantee to you. I'm here to give you massive value, stuff you can take to the track this weekend, apply it, and see instant results, okay? So turn that stuff off. I need your attention. We're going to rock through this, get through it pretty quick, and thank you for being here. I know we have busy schedules. We also are distracted like crazy by all this stuff. Listen, I'm guilty of it too. Every other page, I got 100 pages open, cell phones going off. So do that for me, please, and I would appreciate it. I would appreciate that respect. I'll give the respect back. So here's my promise to you. I'm going to show you exactly how to instantly add more speed, better control, and flow and confidence for breakthrough results to your riding to 10X your motocross racing and riding skills. Even if you're out of shape, don't have much time to practice, maybe you're over 30, 40, 50, maybe you're a complete beginner, maybe you're not as fit as you like to be, okay? That doesn't matter. It does matter in a sense, don't get me wrong there, but you can learn the techniques to actually help you with your fitness, if you're a little bit out of shape, and it's not an excuse not to do this, okay? It's not an excuse not to. I hear a lot of excuses why people won't go out and practice or ride, and some of them are some excuses, and I want to smash them excuses, all right? My goal is to wow you with such great information and value, and inspires you to take action so you can start putting in crazy good laps at the track tomorrow if you're going to ride, this weekend, this week, whenever that may be, all right? That is my promise to you, and that's what I'm going to deliver in this webinar. For those of you who don't know me, maybe there's someone here that do know me. Some of you that don't know me, let me go back here real quick. Alex, welcome, Alex. Alex says, we hear you, Scoob. Awesome, Alex, man. So I want to give an introduction to myself, guys. My name's Scoob. Yes, that's my name. I own a private training facility here in Pennsylvania, Loretto, Pennsylvania. I've been training for professional coaching for over 17 years. I have 34 years experience as a motocross racer. I know the ins and outs. I just said that I have 17 years as a professional coach, BMX coach certified. That's a certification you get through a guy named Joe Degano from mxcoach.com. And I'm one of the only persons certified through him and allowed to teach the MX Coach 8 fundamental techniques. Okay. There's fundamental techniques in the sport of motocross. It's not this go pin it and win it attitude. In most sports, people think, in every other sport, there's fundamentals, and we get coaches. We join the team. We go to practice. Then maybe we do some scrimmage games, right? But in the game of motocross, for some reason, it's always been this attitude. You don't need a coach. You just swing your leg over a bike, pin it to win it, right? Okay. Now it's starting to change recently, but there is, and I've been handed the 8 fundamental techniques. I'm one of the only persons in the world allowed to teach them. Okay. I'm a championship racer with numerous titles to my name, which gives me insider insight to what it takes to win races and take your riding to new levels, have breakthrough results. And I said it earlier, I'll say it again. I own this private training facility, motocross training facility in Pennsylvania, Loretto. So I know all the tricks of the track that will trip you up during the race and how to overcome them. I've seen it all, helped hundreds and hundreds of students get control, confidence, and flow, and have breakthrough results for the last 17 years. And I just said that I've helped hundreds of students enter and win motocross races and championships. And I've coached people from 5 years old, yes, the whole way up to 60 years old. And I want to ask, you guys want to be my next success story? I would love to have you guys, come coach with me, join me, and I can teach you the 8 fundamentals and the advanced motocross techniques and have breakthrough results for you. We got Martin on. Hi, Martin. Hi, Martin says hi from Ireland. Awesome, Martin. Glad you can make the program. I really appreciate it. Martin from Ireland, welcome. That's awesome. And some call me the nomad or traveling coach because what I do, guys, is I do a lot of traveling. Here in Loretto, PA, we lose training and riding time during the winter from basically almost around September. Sometimes it's bad, October, towards the end of October back up until May. Sometimes it goes, we're just getting into riding season right now here in Loretto, PA. So I do a lot of traveling down south into Georgia, South Carolina. I've even been international, got to go over to Corso and do some training in an island called Corso right below Aruba. And that was totally fun and totally awesome, and coach a great group of guys over there. So that's my story. That's my introduction. And here's some things I've done right and some things I've done wrong in this motocross game. I've been doing this for a long time, and I've done a lot of things right. And some of the things I've done right is I had a lot of discipline. I was very disciplined. Okay. I got up and did my exercise, went out and trained, ate right, did all these things. I was very disciplined in that, had a lot of drive. I'd watch these pros and study them and get out there and practice. And I just said that, study the pros. So that's what I did. I had this disciplined drive, and I studied the pros, but I wasn't that great. All right. When I started, for lack of a better term, I sucked. I really did. All right. And I had no schools to go to. So I had to figure this out on my own. And it became a long, hard road with a lot of mistakes, a lot of injuries, stuff like this that really set me back when I was really, taking steps forward like a roller coaster. I'd get to the top and then drop down the other side. And that's, I've done a lot of things wrong. I was no natural. I was just no natural at all, right? I suck. Like I said, I didn't get this coach, or I didn't go to schools, and I took this long road. The long road was hard, man, but it taught me a lot of valuable stuff, a lot of stuff that I can pass on to other students now. And I discovered this the hard way. But listen, here's the deal. After my 17 years of coaching, you get to cheat and get the easy way. Are you guys pumped? Put it in the comments now. Would you like to get cheat? Kind of cheat? I'll give you the cheat code, the cheat system. And would you like to get the easy way to do this so you don't have to struggle? Martin said, how can someone get on a bike and go fast? Well, I'm about to teach you that, Martin, in this coaching program. Okay. So can I get some yeses? I discovered this the hard way. You get the cheat and get the easy way. You guys want the easy way? Yes, we want some easy ways. Awesome. All right, here's the hard way, guys. The hard way, and this is what a lot of people in this sport do, okay? This is the mentality of a lot of people, of just twist the throttle and go. That pin it to win it attitude, okay? That's not the correct way to do this. It's really not. That will get you building all kinds of bad riding habits. That will tap you out of the level. You can't go no farther riding with that kind of mentality. Can you get fast that way? Absolutely. Absolutely. Guys get really fast that way, but they get really fast that way with bad habits. And what happens is they fight the bike, they gain no control, and they gain no confidence. We got Wyatt saying, woohoo. All right, Wyatt. Cool, man. Awesome. Thank you. Martin says, yep. Thank you, guys. Here's the other thing, the hard way. When you go with that pin it to win it attitude, you crash a ton, get injuries, and always working your way back. Remember, I just told you a minute ago how I went down this road. This is the road I took. I got crashed a ton. I got the injuries, and it was always a fight back. And this is the process most people do it. They don't believe, just like any other sports. I said this in the beginning of the webinar. If you guys weren't on, they don't believe, just like any other sport, there are fundamentals. We're what we call self-taught pros. Okay, you can get fast doing this, like I just said, but you're gonna create bad habits, and you're gonna peak at a level, and you ain't gonna be able to break through. Okay, unless you go back to the beginning, start with the fundamentals, master them. Okay, but now it's like teaching an old dog new tricks. That's hard to do. Okay, and so this sport has fundamentals, just like every other sport there is. So do you guys want the easy way? I just asked you that. We got a yep from Martin, woohoo from Wyatt. I appreciate that. The easy way that'll 10x your racing and riding with confidence, control, give you breakthrough results. It don't matter if you're over 30, a total beginner. You're not in the greatest of shape. You're 30, you're 50, 55, 60. I've coached guys that were 60 years old that had massive success, breakthrough results, And it was awesome. You know what I mean? Guys that got out of this sport when they were young, they tasted it and now wanted back in it, at an older age, because they know how great this of a sport this is. This is the greatest sport on the earth, according to me, and hopefully for you guys too. So you guys want that easy way that'll 10x your racing and riding with confidence, even if you're over 30 or total beginner. You guys said yes, so we're going to keep on rolling, all right? So here's what I discovered after doing this for 34 years, coaching at my private training facility. I discovered the easy to use 8 techniques so you improve your riding, control, and confidence fast. This happens fast, guys. When you have the right ingredients, when you have the right techniques, you can do this fast. I discovered the scientific approach to quickly master the dirt bike so that you can ride moto with control, confidence, and flow, all right? I've had some great coaches that I've actually got to coach under, and I've been taught this stuff myself. Just like a rider, when I was racing, I always wanted to improve and do better. As a coach, I do the same thing. It's the same thing, same mentality. I'm here to help you guys and get better, even better and better, go to the top level as a coach. And I've uncovered the mental training and development of you being committed to being the champion and bringing championship thinking and action to your program, okay? And that doesn't matter. A lot of people read that and think, well, I don't really want to be, I'm just a weekend rider. I just want to go ride the track and have fun. That's fine. But you can bring championship thinking to just being a weekend warrior. And I'm telling you, your results will go through the roof. All right, guys? In the past 15 years, I've coached hundreds of racers and riders, guys that don't even want to race. Usually you find they want to race after a while, though. And I didn't ever get any negative feedback. Now, I don't say that to brag, and that sounds like I say that to brag. But why I say that is these results are not usually in this part of a webinar, right, guys? You'll get the results are not typical. That real little fine print down at the bottom that says, say you're on a webinar that says make $1 million in 5 minutes, okay? And then you see at the very bottom, this usually happens for nobody in very small print, okay? But you're not going to get that disclaimer on this webinar. I'll tell you why. Because what you just seen back here, and it's longer than 15 years. It's actually been 17 years now. Never any negative feedback, because what I teach works, okay? What I coach in works. Seen it for 17 years. People having breakthrough results, going to the next level, starting out and just starting. This stuff works, and they just light up when they learn these techniques and these fundamentals and master of the 5 controls. So I don't have to put a disclaimer here. I don't have to have that in here that says this probably ain't going to happen, because guess what? It is going to happen. I guarantee it. It's happened for 17 years now for every rider I've ever trained. Is that exciting to you guys? Do you like that? Let's go back here. We're jumping ahead. Is that exciting, guys? Results are typical here at Dirt Soldiers Motocross Training Academy. They are typical, okay? The results have proven themselves. Of 17 years of coaching, these results work. This stuff works. If you go out and apply it, take it to a track and slow down and apply these techniques, they work, all right? Get me a quick drink of water there, guys. All right, so you guys having fun? You excited? You ready to get into the 3 techniques I'm going to share with you today? Are you guys pumped up to I'm going to share 3 fundamental techniques with you today, and I'm about to get into them right now. This is stuff you can take to the track. You can take it tomorrow to the track if you're going to practice tomorrow, and I'm guarantee you're going to see improvements in your riding right away, okay? These are huge, big things, and you don't see them a lot on the internet, okay? And I'm about to give them to you right now, all right? So Alex says, let's go. All right, let's go, Alan. Woohoo. From Wyatt, Martin, yep. Awesome. Okay, so here we go. I'm about to give you 3 fundamental techniques. Here they are. Okay, the 3 fundamentals. Technique 1, lead with your head, dance with the front. That's what we're going to touch on the very first thing. Technique 2, a bunch of abbreviations. You guys might be like, what the heck does all this mean? AOP, ABA, Brap Brap Brap. I guarantee you know what Brap 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 is. Everybody knows what Brap 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 is. But what I'm going to teach you on Technique 2, is this. It's actually a technique, right? Most of us sign off on emails or text with brap, brap, brap. We're always brap, brap. but that's actually a technique that gives you control. All right. And the third thing I'm going to teach you in technique 3 is PARB, another abbreviation. Okay. And you'll see what these are as we get to them. But PARB will give you aggression. It's a mental technique. It'll help in your fitness, your confidence, your swagger, and mental toughness. All right. So here we go. Let's jump right into it. Technique 1, lead with your head, dance with the front. You guys super excited to hear about this? You guys excited to hear about lead with your head, dance with the front? Give me some. Maybe you're not excited. If you're not excited, you can give me some no's in the chat box. But hopefully you're super pumped and to learn about lead with your head and dance with the front. You guys ready to learn about that? Give me some hell yeahs in the chat box. All right, let's get into it. Here we go. Technique 1, lead with the head, dance with the front. Here's what's up, guys, okay? Let me go back once real quick. Let's dance. I love it. Brap, yes, Martin says. Awesome, I love it. Okay, guys, here's a technique. One of the fundamental techniques is to keep your head at the handlebar mounts. Your head with your helmet on is at the handlebar mounts or forward of the handlebars at all times. Why is this? This is what I want you to teach you. A lot of guys make the mistake of bringing the head way too far back off the handlebar mounts, okay? Our head is always at the handlebar mounts or forward of the handlebars. Why? Because, or forward of the handlebars. Motocross is, I put us, I'm sorry about that, but I misspelled that. So I'm going to have to fix that. But motocross is a game of anticipation. We have to get in front of the power and not behind it, okay? When we're delivering power, we have 2 positions on the motocross bike. We have standing and we have seated. Where this really applies big time, we're going to put that head at that handlebar mounts, no matter standing or seated, right? But in the seated is where it applies. It really applies in the what we call the exit decks of corners. Okay. So as we're exiting out of a corner, our head needs to go forward to anticipate, to get in front of the power we're about to deliver. We're about to pour this power on very hard and heavy, especially if we're exiting out of a corner and down a long straightaway. It don't even matter, even into the face of a jump, right? We want to go as fast as we possibly can, and we're going to deliver a lot of power. We have to get in front of that power, okay? And we have to anticipate that power. This is how you see in this very first one right here how a lot of people get arm pump, okay? Because their head already is not at the handlebar mounts. It's back a little bit, which drops the elbows. We start to drive with power. Then it pulls our upper body back even farther, and we start to get it arm pump, okay? You're going to learn, and there's many, many things to motocross, but it's also this massive game of anticipation. When you show up at a track to race and you walk the track first thing in the morning, you're going out to anticipate what that track's going to be like. You got to learn the jumps, the ruts. You got to, when you brake, you're moving back against the force of braking. You're anticipating that braking, okay? See, here's what the pros are not concerned with. The pros are not concerned with the back of the bike. Their focus is on the front of the bike. Our focus has to be on the front of the bike. The bike is, they control the back of the bike with clutch feed and throttle control. They know exactly what that feels like through clutch feed, brap, brap, baps, and throttle control, right? The front tire needs traction first. If you lose it, game over. How many times have you been sliding? How many times have you locked up the rear wheel in motocross and you were sliding, but you knew you weren't going to go down? All right. But if that front wheel loses traction, it's game over. Okay. It's game over. So this is the other reason our head has to be up over the handlebar mounts. We want to really feel what the front of this bike's doing at all times. Okay. Because like you said in the last slide, we're going to dance with this front too. Sometimes in this motocross game, we lead with our head, we dance with the front. So sometimes we lead and sometimes we follow. It's like a dance. All right. But our head has to be there. Our body from the waist forward up over the handlebar mounts so we can feel exactly what this front's doing. So we know how to where to stick it when we need traction, or we need to kind of let it go a little bit on its own, maybe right or left, just swaying through maybe tilled up soil that's just been tilled. But we're not going to feel this as good if our head is back off them handlebar mounts. All right. And the other thing that happens here is we lead with the head and you go head first into the fear. The hand on your throttle will twist. This is there's so many things with this head, guys, and why I'm sticking on it here. So first, what's the first thing? We got to anticipate the power. We got to get in front of the power. What's the second thing I just said? We got to feel with that front exactly what it's doing. Our concern is the front of the bike. We want it to stick first, and we want to dance with it first. We're not concerned with the back of the bike. You need to change your front tire first before you change a back tire, because you really need it to stick, all right? And the third thing now, what I'm talking on here with lead with your head, when your head's forward over the handlebar mounts, you will go head first into the fear, okay? What do I mean by that? Motocross has all kinds of stuff that sometimes gives us fear, right? Especially if you're a new guy. Sometimes it's breaker bumps. Sometimes it's ruts we're coming up. Sometimes it can just be a massive muddy section, right? And what happens is if we go back with our head, we will increase the fear. That's our natural reaction. When our head comes back off them handlebar mounts, our eyes are going to get big. They're going to blow up big, and our hand is going to come off the throttle. We're going to drop the throttle off. It's the worst thing we can do, right? And you'll add to the problem. And if you start to swap or lose traction on the back, and the bike starts to swap a little bit, you're going to add to the problem. Your head going back, putting weight to the back of the bike. If the bike starts to swap when you let off the throttle, you're just going to add to the problem. That's why you'll see these guys, pros sometimes, where they're, like I said earlier, they're not concerned with the back of the bike. They'll let that thing swap and go like crazy, right? Is there a point of no return? Yes, but you get a feel for where that's at. And you're not really concerned with it. If your front starts swapping like that, it's game over. So your head has to be out there, and you got to lead with the head into this fear. Your throttle will twist in, okay? Here's what happens. Let me see if I can show you the guys this real quick. It'll lead into this. Let me get out of this. Let me take the slides away for 1 second, okay? I want to show you guys something. Slide presentation. Hold on real quick. I'm going to show you guys something live right here with me, okay? Let's stop it. Okay. What's up, guys? What's up, everybody? Okay, here's what I want to show you to give you a great idea of this, okay? Why your head's forward. It's when we're forward, we're leading into the fear, face of a jump, ruts on the jump, mud, breaker bumps, okay? Our hand will do this, and our bikes work better with the power on, okay? When we're on the power, okay, our bikes are tracking, doing things correct. As soon as we drop off the power, because we see a mud puddle, we see this mud. Oh, my God, how am I going to get through that? That rut, how am I going to get through it? Tilled up soil, whatever it is, okay? When you drop off the throttle, here's what your bike does. If this is the front of your bike, this is the back of your bike starts going like this, swapping. So as soon as you drop off the throttle, it's going like this. It's shaky, it's sketchy, it's loose, right? But as soon as you touch the throttle, you give it a shot of throttle, your bike goes like this. Your bike's going like this, goes like that, and directs the front and back together, gives you control, gives you power, gives you direction right where you want to go, and it straightens your bike out. So when you drop off that throttle, your head goes back, your eyes get big, and you drop off that throttle because look, coming into that rut, into that breaker bump, into that mud puddle, it's the worst thing you can do because your bike's going like this. Now you dropped off the throttle, it gets even worse, and now you just put weight into the problem. This going like this, and then it really starts to go. And so what happens? What happens as an amateur? You either pull in the clutch, completely stop everything. All you have to do is lead with the head. Put the head, look into that fear, give it a shot of power, and you'll power right through that stuff, okay? There's a timing to that. But I wanted you guys to see that before I kept with the slides and give you a good understanding of that. Does that make sense? Does that make sense to you guys? I'm going to start the slideshow back up. Here we go. Slide presentation. Here we go. Okay. All right, that's it, guys. That's the head over the handlebars is so important. When you get out to the track this weekend, take notice, have someone film you, okay? Have someone film you, because here's the thing. I've seen this so many times. You think your head's really there or really forward of the handlebars, and it's not. It's really far back, okay? But it feels to you like it is. So you need someone to film you. I'm telling you, do this. It's going to feel funny to you at first when you take it out to the track, because if you haven't been doing it, you're going to really feel what the front of this bike's doing, okay? And I want you to, so you need to slow it down a little bit, but you're going to see how much you pick up speed really quick, true speed, momentum, okay? Awesome. And here's some pictures to show you guys. When you lead with the head, you go head first into the fear. The hand on the throttle will twist. You can see this guy. Here's a good picture of it where he has his head. He's leading with the head over the handlebar mounts, okay? Here's another picture. Head over the handlebars or forward of the handlebars. Here's a guy where you can see a picture where he's actually making a little bit of movement as he's coming through this kind of, you can see a little bit of a roller here. So he's making a movement a little bit to the back of the bike, but he's still keeping his head right at the handlebar mounts. He's leading with his head, okay? He's anticipating power he's about to give. You gotta, remember, there's three things with his head. It's so important. The first thing is you want to anticipate the power and be in front of the power so it don't give you arm pump. So you want to get that head forward when you deliver that power, especially in the exit corners. The other thing, when that head's at the handlebar mounts, it will raise the elbows. You can see how high this guy's elbows are. Now allows you to be loose in the upper body and flow with that front end and let it dance and go left and right, okay? Left and right, lateral movements, all right? You have much better control, and you'll feel exactly what this front's doing when your head's right there like that. And here's a great picture of Ricky Carmichael, okay? With Ricky Carmichael, sometimes these guys will see pictures, all right, and say, well, Scoob, his head's a little bit off, okay? Okay, but here's what I want you to realize, guys. Ricky Carmichael is very short, okay? He was a very short guy. He's like me. I'm short, with my short little stubby legs. And he's also making a very big movement to the back of the bike. Look how far his butt is. It's off the seat back by the fender. But guess what? He's still leading with the head here. When you make a big movement like that, yes, your head's going to come off a little bit. It's not going to 100% always be there if you have to make these big movements, especially coming downhills under braking and you're a shorter guy. But you bend at the waist and bring the head as close to the handlebars as you can see Ricky is doing here. This is crucial, guys. Very crucial. And here it is, guys. I wanted to bring up an old school picture. You guys like this old school picture? We got Martin saying, so true. We got Wyatt saying, yes. So motocross is this game of anticipation. We got to anticipate our braking, anticipate our throttle, and we got to do that with the head. Get in front of the power, not behind it. You bring the head back, you're behind the power. When you start to deliver it, first of all, you're not going to deliver it like you could deliver it, and then you're going to start this with the bike, okay, when you're not really giving a lot of power. And this is an old school picture of Bailey, and you can see him right here. This is a great example of Bailey on a 500, right, driving out of a corner, seated, and look how far that head is forward. Look at that lateral movement to the right. He is not behind the power here. He is leading with his head. There's no fear. He's driving out, and you can see this throttle twisting. Get that head forward so you can dance with the front of this bike, feel exactly what it's doing, and not add a problem to the back of this bike. If this bike started to swap right now, David Bailey would not care. He controls that through this throttle and clutch. He has that head forward. He leads with the head, anticipates the power, and he wants to feel exactly what that front's doing. It's the name of the game. I said it earlier. Pros are not concerned with the back. If you go back with the head, here's an image, okay? I want you guys to see this image here. Take a look at it. This is a guy. Look at the head. This is what a lot of guys do right here. They bring their head too far back. Look, go back with the head, and you will increase the fear and shut off the throttle and add to the problem if you start to swap and lose traction on the back, okay? What's going to happen here is he's in the air on a jump. He's going to land, okay? But when he lands, he's going to lose. He's going to have no traction on the front. It's going to either start to swap because his head's back, or his back, when he has a rebound effect, is going to really start to skip around, and he's going to add to the problem right there with his weight, and it's going to start to skip around anymore, and either he's going to crash or have to come to a complete stop, all right? When your head's forward, man, you can drive, all right? You guys like that? We're going to move on to technique 2, okay? There's a lot with that head. I'm going to back it up here for a second. There's a lot with that head, and I hope that really helps you guys. Get out to the track, practice that. I'm telling you, put it into use. You will see massive improvements right away. You're going to have to slow it down a little bit because it'll feel so much weirder to you at first, okay? But it won't take but a couple laps, and you will start to get it right away. It's like skiing. If you ever skied, man, skiing's like if you ever skied for your first time, boy, you're catching edges. You're all off balance. You feel funny. You feel like you're going to fall. That's what happens in motocross, okay, with the front of that bike. But if we're not up over the front feeling what that's doing, we're never going to learn how to control that through soils, ruts, breaker bumps, jumps. Okay. Martin says, I'm starting to feel the bike. Awesome. All right, guys, we're going to move on to technique 2, which ties in. The technique 2 is application of power. ABA, which I gave you guys these, I gave them abbreviations earlier, and this is what they mean. AOP is application of power, how you apply the power. ABA is always be accelerating, okay? And this clutch feed and brap, 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 okay? This ties in with the head forward. I picked these techniques to teach you today on this webinar because they tie in so well, and it's stuff you can take to the track and you can see massive results. Remember, when your head's forward, you're going to twist on the throttle. But here's what we got to learn. We got to learn how to apply that power correctly with timing. We always got to be accelerating because our bikes work better with the clutch on, but we do that through 2 ways, guys. Clutch feed and brap, brap, brap. Here we go. But let's first look at something quick. Let's look at how the engineers in Japan and also in Australia, KTM, have designed our bikes. All right, you guys pumped up to hear about this? You guys pumped up? Let's hear about technique 2, application of power, brap, 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 ABA. Plus, it does away with whiskey throttle. I love it. Martin says he's absolutely right. It does away with whiskey throttle. Yep. Alex says KTM. All right, here we go. We're looking at how the Japanese designed our bikes, KTMs. The engineers decided that in order to win races, we should design the bike to work with the power on. The more the power on, the better the bike will work. This is how we will win. It corners better under power. The suspension works better under power. It jumps better under power. Want more control? Here's what you got to do, guys. You got to add more power, okay? But the question is, how do we do that? I'm going to show you here in a second. Listen, if your bike was remote controlled, it would do everything perfect. Then here's what happens. We put a rider on it, and it ruins the precise balance. The Japanese have these things. They put thousands and thousands of hours of I'm losing the word here, of design principles into this. Thousands of hours of DNA boy, I can't think of the word. You know what I mean? Geez, I'm losing my mind there. But they have a lot of time into these bikes. And if you put a rider on it, it ruins the precise balance, and the bike cannot do what it was designed to do. Simply put, you must be in the neutral position so the bike may perform as it was designed. Your weight, mass centered over the engine, between the pegs, head over the handlebars, and then power on, baby. So how are we going to do this? Always be accelerating. Brap, 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 an application of power and take full advantage of the design principle that the bikes work better with the power on. That's how they designed them. How are we going to do this without ever going WFO and ending up in the fence? You see a picture, the Supercross race earlier this year where Blake Baggett went into the fence there. Now that was just a mistake. So how are we going to do that? Exactly what I'm about to show you, okay? Here's how we're going to do that. How we control this bike is part 1, clutch feed, okay? This is so crucial. And some of the young kids today on these 4-strokes have completely abandoned this thing called clutch feed. They don't even know what it is, okay? This is crucial. Clutch feed gives you the power you want, when you want, how much you want. You deliver that power exactly when you want, how much you want, like I just said. And it's so crucial, okay? But what we don't want to do is we don't want to fan it. There's no fanning the clutch in and out. We're not slipping the clutch or riding the clutch. We're not jabbing the clutch. No pulling the clutch completely into the grip, okay? We want to start from the sweet spot where the clutch just starts to engage, okay? And then we start to feed that out from there, and we add power. It's a smooth progression of power, starting and ending in full clutch disengagement, full throttle power. The idea is to get to the power as soon as you can without necessarily going any faster. By decreasing your coast time, you're gaining control sooner in the corner. We're talking about corners here, guys. Most of this coaching is going to be based on the corners, because this is where the corners are the name of the game, right? So you're gaining control sooner in the corner by applying power with a clutch feed, okay? This is what we call cheat the system. So technique 2 of that is brap, brap, brap. Okay. What's brap, brap, brap? That's not, we do sign off on text like this, all right, and emails, but this is actually a technique, all right? This is the point to get to the power sooner than later to gain control. You are not necessarily increasing speed. I want you to realize this. When you use these brap, brap, braps, they have to be timed right, coming into a corner, the entrance decks, through the apex, and sometimes even on the exit decks. I mean, they have to be timed right. And you're not necessarily increasing speed, but you're increasing control, even if it's only half the time on and off. Tires opposing. Remember, this led right in. If you guys can see me down here with a little picture at the bottom, remember this? Bike's going like this and we drop off the throttle. Well, guess what? As soon as we give it power, it controls us. It gives us control and direction, and we're not increasing speed. If we do these right, the tires are opposing. We come off the throttle. We're coming into a corner. It's time for our braking. We have to drop off the throttle. The brake gives us a little control. Now we're in the entrance decks of a corner, okay? What we can start to do is time these brap, brap, braps right with power pulses. Directed power pulses without ever increasing speed. All it does is increase control, okay? So we brap, brap, brap through a corner section or section to gain control of the bike. It's a progressive interval of power ending in full throttle. Depending on the circumstances, a rider will either use clutch feed or brap, brap, brap to gain control early in a corner, okay? Listen, I take lap times all the time, guys. Here's how it works. Let me jump out of this thing real quick again, and I'll show you this real quick. Slide presentation. Stop slide presentation. There we go. All right. So remember I showed you earlier, your bike's going like this? Okay, now imagine we have a corner. We're coming into a corner, okay? What I want to say is lap times don't lie. I want to say that first, all right? I've taken hundreds and hundreds of lap times, okay? The key to coming into a corner and tying a corner together smoothly with control and doing them with a lot of speed is this technique of brap, brap, brap and clutch feed, okay? So we're coming into the corner. We drop off the throttle from our last obstacle. We're in the entrance decks of a corner. As soon as we drop off, our bike starts going like this, right? Okay, now the brakes are helping that a little bit, okay? But what we can do is brake early in a corner. Most people jam on the rear brake, slide up into the apex, and then their next thought is hammer the throttle, and they start losing traction out of the exit decks of a corner. What we're going to do, and I'm teaching you, is brake early, smooth, okay? The bike, when you start to brake, the bike chills out a little bit. Now, you took off just enough speed to make your corner. You're still in the entrance decks of a corner. Now, what you can do is start going, bruh. You went no faster, okay? No faster at all. With a quick bruh, you just gained control, and it gave you direction. Boom, started to turn you into the apex. Bruh, bruh, bruh. Now you're at the apex. You can grab sweet spot of clutch feed and start to apply power from the sweet spot just where the clutch engages, rolling power onto a progressive arc to full power. And you start to feed the clutch out from that, roll the throttle on, and you will drive out of a corner with speed, momentum, traction, power. Now you delivered that through the whole entrance, apex, exit decks of a corner smoothly, with control, with precision. And I'm telling you, it's a thing of beauty. And this is how you rail corners. I hope that makes sense, guys. I want you to see you apply that at the track, okay? It's really awesome. So let me go back to the slide presentation. I wanted to give you let you see that. So there it is, guys. That's it. That's what it does. Technique 2, brap, brap, brap. It's actually a technique in power pulses. It gives you control. It doesn't increase speed, and it directs you and allows you to get into these corners a lot smoother, brake early, and it gives your bike control so it's not swapping, all right? And that's what they mean by always be accelerating, okay? Always be accelerating at some point, but you can always be accelerating with brap, brap, braps, okay? That's how you do it. So in essence, what you're doing is cheating the system, applying power to the bike before you're actually ready to go faster, hence giving you the control that you want. It can be said that motocross, especially supercross, is a series of clutch feeds and brap, brap all over the track or even on the trail over double logs, square edges, etc. See, now with your head forward, applying brap, brap, brap and clutch feed, you are going to become a force to be reckoned with. I promise you. This works in many situations, not just corners. You need control, but don't want to go faster. Sand, mud, ruts, corners. Anytime you need control, apply power through braps and clutch feed. Brap, brap, brap can be used as a powerful way to control the motorcycle and have it go where you want to go. Does that make sense, guys? Hope you guys are having fun. You guys having fun? You guys enjoying this webinar? We're almost, we're going to get through the techniques here. And I want you to take this stuff out to the track and apply it. You're going to see massive improvements in your riding right away. I guarantee it, okay? Okay, guys. You guys having fun, enjoying the webinar? Does that make sense? This brap, 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 these clutch feeds, leading with your head, dancing with the front, always be accelerating through brap, brap, braps and clutch feed. Listen, even a little power give you a little control. Once you apply power, though, it must be progressive. Do not come on, then off, then do not come on and then go flat, okay? So what you want to do is you're going these brap, brap, braps. You're coming through them, but you're using them, you're timing them to go brap, 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 and they're in a succession to get you through the corner. You don't want to do one and then mistime it and have to go completely flat on it, and it don't really do what it's supposed to do. It don't give you control, and it don't get you to direct you to where you want to go. You must progressively apply the power to full throttle, and a smooth progressive arc is what we're after, like the pros. And how it happens is smooth progressive power. This is what the pros do, guys. The more the power's on, the better the bike will work. Listen, I'm just telling you what to do in a corner to give you control, to stop your bike from being sketchy and dancing like this, but it also can corners better under power. The suspension works under power. It jumps better under power. Want more control? Add more power. These braps, I'm telling you, if you the suspension, you give it a brap, it sucks down that suspension, and it don't allow the suspension to pop up. You give a brap on a landing of a jump, you come up a little bit short, you give it a clutch fed brap. I'm telling you, you'll suck right down and you will not bounce as high. Or you see these guys, these can be applied many different places, okay? We're talking about corners right now. But these brap, brap, braps are huge, all right? What will happen if you chop the throttle? Boom, you chop it real quick, okay? And you don't use these brap, brap, braps in a good timing together, the bike will stand up. If it's really laid over in a corner, it will fall over. You'll upset the suspension. Progressive power is the key, all right? Starting as early as you can, but not too early where you have to chop it, which upsets the bike, throws off body position, and does not in any way allow for aggression. We're building towards aggression here, guys. That's the name of the game. Guys are having fun. Got Wyatt. Yep. Wyatt says, isn't that Baggett in Tampa? That is Baggett in Tampa, Wyatt. That's who that was. Absolutely. Yep. Research by. All right. Okay, guys, now what do you guys have now? You have 3 powerful techniques that work in harmony with the physics and design principles of your bike. This is how your bike was designed, okay? Now, I want you guys to get out to the track and try the combo. Brap, 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 turning into clutch feed. Now we're talking. Then the reality of this is at my school, when guys are here, we could literally work on this for 2 days. Believe me, because you can fine-tune this like crazy. Motocross is a massive game of timing, anticipation, balance, and timing. And one of the timing is this is crucial in timing with these brap, brap, braps and clutch feed. And we can really hone this in and take time to do that, okay? Now you can start to see how the head forward application of power works to give you control, confidence, and flow. Guess what that equals, guys? Mental toughness, aggression, swagger, fitness. You control the bike. It does not control you. This is how the pros do it. I just said it, though, but it's just with crazy precision and timing. That'll come to you guys. I promise it will when you start practicing this. So the pros taught us all wrong. What do I mean by that? Why do you think that it's what do you think the number one biggest mistake I've seen in the last 15 years at my school is? I said about it earlier. I'll touch on this quickly. The pros taught us wrong just because they're not trying to teach us wrong. I just said it earlier. They have so much precision and timing in this. They do it so well that you almost miss it, okay, sometimes. And you ever watch a guy and you think he never lets off the throttle? That guy just pins it 24/7, okay? That's where this can turn into. Once you get this technique down, but if you really study the pros, there's a GoPro video of Jeremy Martin practicing. Look that up. You can hear him doing this coming into the corners. He does it like crazy. They all do it. They just get very precise with it, okay? And they get so the precision so well that sometimes you miss it. So that's what I mean by they teach us wrong sometimes with that. And the biggest mistake I've seen at my school in the last 15 years is the people having this mentality of pin it to win it. And you have to break that down and teach them, always be accelerating, brap, 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 clutch feed, lead with the head, okay? And that's what we got to get to have breakthrough results. So, and here's where I want you guys to realize this. Controlled aggression cannot come until you master the first two techniques. Brap, 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 clutch feed, lead with the head. Here's what happens. Most motocross racers start with the aggression. That's our mentality. I get it. I'm guilty of it myself, all right? But we go out on that track and we don't start with these fundamental techniques, being smooth, breaking earlier, finding the timing and brap, brap, brap to control our bike and direct it, and power pulses, clutch feed. Dude, you learn this and you master this, you will be the most aggressive rider. You can get as aggressive as you want, right? But if you start with the aggression, pin it to win an attitude, you're never going to get there, okay? You're not going to get there. So don't start with the aggression. Who's example in the pros that doesn't start with aggression? Can you guys give me some? Who's an example of someone in the pros that started with aggression? And who's an example of someone in the pros that did not start with aggression? Can you guys give me some examples on that? Now, wait. You guys can give me an idea, right? Who's some examples? Let me see them in the chat box. Examples of pros who started with aggression. An example of pros who did not start aggression. They started with the correct techniques. Then they built to their aggression. Can I get some in the chat boxes? Can you give me some examples who you think might have done that? The pro riders, get them in the chat box. Give it a couple minutes for you guys to put that in there. Well, no one's putting it in there. I'll give them to you really quick, all right? Here they are. Who do you think, who's a good example who started with aggression, but it's not even racing no more? The first one that pops to my mind is, yes, Brandon. Brandon, awesome. Brandon said Dungey. He's absolutely correct. Dungey started with everything you're learning on this webinar: controlled aggression, the correct techniques, application of power, brap, 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 head forward. You've seen what happened with Dungey. He hardly had any injuries, and he moved forward, and he built up to his speed, to his aggression, and became the best, all right? Now, I love what Alex put. Didn't put no name. I love what Alex put. Alex put number 7. He's absolutely right. That's who pops into my mind. Stewart is the guy that started with aggression, and you see where he's at. Dude, we have to apply as amateur racers, as intermediates, as pros, even at the local level. We have to apply the same principles as Dungey, okay, to our riding, and it starts with your learning, right? And Seeley, yes, Wyatt, that's a good one too. All right, the amateurs are always usually in a state of coasting, giving no commands to the bike, letting it do whatever it wants, and it will usually put you down, or at least you have minimal control. Their next thought is, crap, I got to get on the throttle. This is how you go fast, right? So they hammer the throttle at all the wrong times, and after being out of control to begin with. The pros give a command to the bike at all times, even if it first seems slower. Because sometimes, guys, I'm going to promise you this, sometimes it's going to seem slower to you, but lap times don't lie. You are gaining control, getting smooth, flowing with the bike by your commands, and not just reacting to what happens. This equals smooth riding, and that equals true speed. You will beat all the time the out of control person who believes you just twist the throttle and go on these bikes. You'll beat them every time. Guaranteed, all right? Awesome, guys. We're moving on to technique 3, and this is PARB, right? But and what that stands for, I'm going to tell you in a minute. I hope you guys enjoyed them first 2 techniques. They're huge. Get them out there, apply them at the track. This week, you will see massive results. I promise you, okay? Let me know about that. Let's get into technique 3. Here it is. This is a mental technique. I want to give you guys a mental fundamental today, okay? Something you can take in motocross is a massive game it's a mental game too, guys. It's a mental game. It's a huge mental game, okay? So I want to give you something today that can push you through if you're maybe struggling to get out to the track or whatever the case may be, so you believe and you know that you can do this and you can get on that track and apply these techniques. Have fun, and learn this stuff, okay? And what that is PARB is potential. What it stands for is potential, action, results, belief. It's a very simple system that you can break down and apply to anything in your life. Anything, actually. We're going to apply it to motocross today, but for real, you can apply this to losing weight. You can apply this to your cleaning up your finances. Whatever it may be, you can apply this to, okay? And here's how it works. The P stands for potential. Here's the deal. We all have the potential. Everybody on this webinar, everybody, my Graham has the potential, right? The potential to ride motocross. She really does. We all have the potential. See, some people stop at potential. They believe they don't even have the potential, but you do. I don't care how bad you are, how much like I said earlier, I sucked, right? You have the potential, but the first thing you got to do is move over to the right to block A. And that is, you have to take action. You have to take some kind of action. You have to load your bike up, get to the track and ride. You have to go out in the woods and start to practice. You can have all the potential in the world, but if you don't take some kind of action, you're never going to get number 3, a result, okay? You get a result then after you take the action, whatever that action may be, okay? It might be your first race. It might be you've been racing like crazy and you want to take first place. You want to get your first win. Well, guess what? You got to take an action, some kind of action that's going to move you towards your first win, all right? And that's going to give you a result. And that result can either be good or bad, okay? So you're getting a result no matter what. You're always constantly getting results. The pros right now are racing. The outdoor season started. Tomac won. He got a good result. Muscan got, or whoever, I forget who got second, third. Now their result, now what they'll start to do, them guys that got second and third, their belief might start to drop off a little bit, okay? So you move over to block 4, you have a belief. That result gives you a belief. And that belief, if it's negative, if it's like, I'm too out of shape, I'm too old to do this motocross sport, I don't feel comfortable on the bike, whatever the story is you're telling yourself, that's going to start to give you your belief, okay? All you have to do to break that belief is, whatever it is, if it's negative, all you have to do is go back to your potential, right back to your potential. You always have it. The potential is always there, and take a new action. Whatever that action is, maybe you start to just exercise during the week, 1 day a week. Maybe you start just to walk if you're a little bit out of shape. Maybe you say, I'm going to get to the motocross track at least for an hour today, no matter what my day's like, how busy I am, I'm going to go ride for an hour, okay? Whatever that action is, whatever it is, you guys know what it is for yourself. You need to take that action again. Maybe I'm going to join Scoob's Motocross Training Academy, right? And to get a better result. And what you want to happen is you want the result to start to become, wow, that felt good. Wow, I can do this. Wow, this is I can win this race. Yes. Okay. That starts to get back to your belief, gives you your story. Your story starts to become positive now. And you keep taking a new action, a new result, and you get a new belief. It's as simple as that. You start with your potential, you take an action, and this gives you, what this little formula right here will give you guys is it'll give you a measuring stick of where you're at, okay? And you'll know what you need to do to improve. It'll tell you exactly what you need to go back to your action to get the better result and have a better story and a better belief. Simple as that. Take potential, action, results, belief. Keep working this system until you get great results and you get a great story, a great belief in yourself. The problem is most people stop either between potential and the results and belief. So what you see fear here, what'll happen is you have the potential, but you have the fear to go join a motocross training academy school. You have the fear to go out and ride. You have the fear because you're a little bit too overweight or you're too old. So you never take the action. That's the worst place to get stuck in. The very worst. Dude, always take the action. Always take the action, and that'll give you a result. And some people get stuck here between the results and the belief. The results, now don't get stuck here, but this makes more sense because you start to if you get a negative result and it keeps happening over and over again, boy, it gets tough sometimes. You get very negative, right, about it. Your belief becomes very negative, and it's hard to go back to your potential and take a new action, okay? But push through, just working this system. Potential, you always have it. Take an action, get a result, get a belief until it becomes positive, all right, guys? Hope you guys enjoyed that. That's a mental fundamental, and I went pretty long on it there, but it's a pretty simple technique that you can always tell yourself, I'm going to par, man. I'm going to have the potential. I'm going to take an action, get a result, get a belief till it's a positive, good, negative or positive action. And yeah, and then, it'll help you tremendously. All right, guys, any questions on that? Now you have power techniques that work in harmony with the physics and design principles of your bike and you. Now get out there, try the combo of leading with your head, application of power, brap, 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 clutch feeds, and potential action results belief. Work all that together until that comes to you and you get positive results. And like I said earlier, the reality is we could work on this, work on that for 2 whole days at my school, at my camps. Okay, this is just what we can work on that so much. It's so crucial, right? So I want to ask you guys, how about, do old habits die hard? Do you guys want your old habits to die hard? You got some of these bad riding habits. Are you ready for these habits to be kicked out the window, to be roosted in the face, to twist the throttle and roost these bad habits off the back tire? You guys ready for that? You ready to, we want to look like Dungey here on the right, maybe not so much like this guy on the left. This guy on the left is, we kind of want to get rid of them old habits, right? You guys ready to get rid of them old habits? Maybe you've created a lot of bad riding habits over the years. Are you ready to break them down and get good riding habits so you can ride like Dungey on the right, just like we talked about earlier? You guys excited and pumped? Would you like to get good riding habits and let them old habits die very, very hard? Moose can second. Wide says Moose can second, Marshall third. Yes. Good. Go Tomac. Awesome. So you guys ready for them old habits to die hard? Give me some yeses in the chat box. If you're ready for any bad habits you have, to get rid of them, to let them go, and look like Dungey on the right, not that guy on the left. Yes, Alex says. Awesome. Got Alex saying yes. I must be on a lag here a little bit. I think this thing might be lagging a little bit. So that's all right. We're going to keep rocking and rolling. We got yeses. So here we go, guys. The past hour, would you agree it's been time well spent so far? Have you guys learned a lot? We can't cover everything you need in an hour webinar, even if we had all day. There's tons of techniques, all right? And but I want to give you guys a special offer now so you can get everything you need to know. And if you act fast, I'm going to give you a very special deal here today on this webinar. You guys pumped about that? Would you like to hear that very special offer? So who wants to take things to the next level? Put in the Q&A box, I'm ready. If you're ready to take this thing to the next level, put it in there. I'm ready. We got that yes from Alex. We got some yeses. So I'm going to let you guys see it right now and just move on. I want to introduce to you guys the Dirt Soldiers MX Training Academy, how to instantly add more speed, better control, flow, and confidence to your riding to 10x your racing and riding skills coaching program. Here's what it is. Here's what you're going to get, guys. I'm going to instant lifetime access into the Motocross Training Academy. What is the Motocross Training Academy? The Motocross Training Academy is actually a 24/7, anytime, anywhere access to an entire coaching program. Okay, it's like the Netflix equivalent for motocrossing. You learn, there's over hundreds of hours of videos, and you learn from these videos at your own pace. These videos will prepare you well in advance before you even, if you ever want to come train with me. Okay, you have already built a strong foundation, and we'll get straight to more advanced techniques. These coaching videos will give you the foundation you need to master the basics, and you're going to get lifetime access to this. So you can go back anytime and watch, practice, and repeat. There's literally really something to learn new all the time on in this Motocross Training Academy. It's my online training program with thousands and thousands of not thousands, I'm sorry, hundreds and hundreds of hours of training videos in there that basically take you from the beginner techniques, the 8 techniques, and build you right up through, and then apply it through body position, master the 5 controls, and then takes you into every situation, corners, jumps, ruts, and how you use the techniques I taught you today, plus all the other ones, and it builds you up right through a system inside this personal membership program. You're going to get instant lifetime access to that today. Here's what we're going to do inside of that thing, what you're going to get live in there. Not only that, you're going to get this. We're going to do I'm going to do bi-weekly online training tutorials. All right. I've been doing these now for the last 3 years. For the last 3 years, we've had guys in this program And I give you step-by-step video training tutorials that teach you the ins and outs of race day prep. Inside these tutorials, you will find easy-to-follow instructions on how to work out, how to eat right, practice on the track, and mentally prepare for the big day. We're also going to do monthly group coaching calls. That's a $397 value for the first one. The monthly group coaching calls is a $300 value. And each month, we're going to do these just like you're seeing right here, a group coaching webinar, and we're going to all get together, and I'm going to coach you guys, everybody that's in the program. And during these 1-hour coaching calls, I'll reveal what it really takes to take them first place. We're going to break down all the fundamentals. We're going to 10x your racing and riding skills. Plus, you can ask me any question you have about your race day training, and I will personally answer each and every one of your questions live during the call. We're also going to do you're going to get a monthly 30-minute one-on-one call, okay? $350 value. So listen, you're out at the track, you're having some problems, and you want to give me a call, hop on the phone. Maybe you just can't get this jump right, or that corner's driving you nuts, or you don't understand some of the technique. Give me a call. We'll hop on the phone ASAP. You can ask me any question you got about the coaching and how to prepare for your race, for the upcoming practice, for the track you're riding at. And that's a $350 value. We're also going to do a private Facebook group, which is a $97 value. This is a private group that no one's in. When you join the program, you're the only one in the group. So it's pretty awesome. I really love this. We connect with a lot of diehard guys that are racing and riding, and we help each other for their next race, get ready to get motivated. And we make a lot of friends in here with some of our racing buddies, and we got people that are cheering us on during the big race or whatever thing we're trying to tackle in our motocross racing and riding techniques. And we're helping you prep months even before you ride up to the gate. So that's a total value of $1,639. And who does this work for, guys? This is work for racers, 30 plus years old. I've like I said, trained 60-year-olds to race. It's for beginner racers who want to kick butt at your local practice track or during their first race. It's for amateur racers who really want to finally ride moto with control, confidence, and flow. It's for young racers who want to build a solid racing foundation from the start. This is crucial. If you're an old guy, then you've built a lot of bad riding habits. It's for us to break you back down and build them new, correct riding habits. It's for riders just like you. And don't take my word for it, guys. I get hundreds and hundreds of these testimonials all the time, from people every day, and here you can see a bunch on the screen right here. I'll read Zach's. He said, Scoob is not only a great guy, he's also a great teacher. Struggled with a lot of things in my motocross game, and Scoob took the time to iron out all the kinks. Since working with Scoob, I'm running much smoother on the track, and smoother is faster. Been grabbing top spots since my training. See, Joseph Nazarek, Scoob knows this stuff from top to bottom. He's a pro level on bike positioning and has bike positioning down to a T. So I get these, testimonials all the time, guys. Tons of them on my website and everything, because we really break this down. My goal is to have you have breakthrough results rapidly, very quickly, to teach you the correct techniques to have these breakthrough results. So here's the deal. If you only got that, what I just said, the instant lifetime access into the Motocross Training Academy with over hundreds of hours of videos, all the past webinars we've done, past training. There's a ton of training in there, guys, in the Motocross Training Academy. It's a private membership group in there. It's a $495 value. We got fitness tips, fitness aspect, workout programs, drills bike stand drills you can do, drills you can take to the track, cone drills. We teach you through corners. We take you up through the fundamentals, up to advanced techniques. And we break down all kinds of corners, how to rutted corners, bank corners inside this Motocross Training Academy. All done in video. You can grab anytime, study, take to the track, watch the video, go out and apply the technique and start to work it. You're going to get lifetime access to that. Plus our 30-minute one-on-one calls, our group coaching calls, our private Facebook group, and me every other week putting a new video in there for you guys in the group. So if you only got that, would that be an awesome, you guys feel that would be an awesome deal? But we're going to make it even better. Okay, you guys ready? Let's make this even better. I'm going to give you bonus. I'm going to give you guys a bonus. All right, here it is. I'm going to give you 3 personalized video coaching breakdowns. These things are awesome. They work great. I love doing these things, okay? So what I do is I voice over and break down a video you send me through email. I will also send you a bulleted list of things to improve on in every video, guys. This thing is awesome. I've been doing this for a while. This is a $200 value. What's awesome about this is dude, you can send me this through Dropbox it to me, Gmail it to me. I take your video and I am going to use my software program. I'm going to coach you right over your video. So you say you watch the video for corners in your lifetime access to the Motocross Training Academy. You get out to that corner and it's just not working right for you. You're just like, man, I just can't. I feel sketchy. I feel uncomfortable. If it's a corner, maybe it's a jump, maybe it's a piece of the track. Just get someone to film you. You can send me the video. I'm going to break it down and show you exactly what to do. And then we're going to build from there. You can go back out, practice that new section, or send me a new video on whatever it is that's you're having trouble with. And I'm going to break it down and help you do that and give you a bulleted list of everything you can apply right. And it's going to be me coaching you just like this webinar right over your video that you're going to get to keep for life. Okay. How's that sound, guys? Does that sound pretty cool? These are pretty awesome. These work really well. We all love to shoot video of ourselves. Man, that's, we're motocross racers. We always have video of ourselves. So all you have to do is get that video to me, and I am going to break that thing down and really give you all the techniques to work on your body position, your throttle control, your brap, 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 the timing of that in the corners, your clutch feed. Very awesome, okay? And that's going to be bonus 1. So if all this did was help you win your first race or 10x your racing and riding skills, would that be worth it to you guys? Would that be worth it to you guys? If it helps you ride with more confidence and swagger, would that be worth it? Would this be worth it to you guys? Help you finally land that corner or nail that jump, nail that jump with ease, not have so much, fear of the jumps, and have that corner where you don't enter in and get, if there's 5 ruts, you end up in the 5th rut, or you're all out of control, you get tensed up. But this, if all this did in this whole training program, if it did that, would it be worth it to you guys? Let me know. Dave, I'm ready. Wyatt says, that's an awesome deal, Dave. Dave says, awesome. Okay. Well, that's what this program is going to do for you guys. I guarantee it. So what are you going to get? You're getting this instant lifetime access to the Motocross Training Academy. These bi-weekly online training tools. $397 value, $495 for the instant lifetime access to the Motocross Training Academy. The monthly group coaching call, Q&A. We really break this stuff down, and everybody, just for the private group, people in this group, this is what we do in these coaching calls, $300 value. The monthly 30-minute one-on-one call, $350 value. I'm gonna talk to you personally. I've helped guys pick out bikes. I've helped guys pick out gear. Helped guys pick out knee braces. Helped guys pick out all kinds of stuff. You can ask me any questions on these one-on-one calls. Also in this monthly group coaching call. So, dude, I've had guys send me pictures of bike. Tell me all about the bike, and I give them my opinion. All right. We have the private Facebook group, which we meet everybody else in the group, become friends with them, and help each other out. Share our pictures, our struggles, our triumphs, and all this good stuff. It's a great private Facebook group. And bonus 1, the 3 personalized video coachings, where I'm going to personally coach you every video, and we're going to build you up through them videos and help you improve your techniques. Total value of $1,839 for all this. So what's winning worth to you? Is it the bragging rights? Is it just to feel good out in the track, have your confidence back, to be more swagger, to pull the bike off the back of the truck and know you can, do pretty good damage out in that track? You're going to feel good, ride good. How much would you pay to get first place, to 10x your racing and riding skills, kick butt at your local track? Is that awesome to you guys? Is that worth it to you? And what would you pay to get that? You can see why others are paying me hundreds per hour for my one-on-one coaching. When guys come here to my school, guys, we do a 4-hour session, and it's hundreds of dollars for that session. All right. But you can see why it's a good deal at $1,839 for the general public. $1,495, okay? But you guys signed up for this webinar and on this webinar today, and I really appreciate that, going through this coaching program. And hopefully I gave you a ton of value there that you can really apply to the track. So I'm going to even make it a sweeter deal for you guys, all right? So you're going to get that instant lifetime access, $495. The bi-weekly online training tools, the monthly group coaching call, $300 value, the monthly 30-minute one-on-one call, $350 value, the private Facebook group, $97 value. The bonus one, the personalized riding critiques, $200 value. All that is $1,839. But hold on, before I give you guys the price on this, I want to throw one more thing in there, right, to make this the sweetest deal ever. And here we go with that slide if you only got that, right? But this, I'm throwing this in because what I really, really want to do, guys, is I want to work with you personally, okay? You guys sign up for this webinar. I so appreciate it. I'd love to meet all you guys and work with you all personally. And that's really what I want to do. I want to have you live with me. We build up through the Motocross Training Academy, the group coaching calls, the one-on-one calls, the personalized riding critiques. We get you to a good base level, and then you come work with me. And that's what it is, guys. Bonus number 2 is you're going to get 4 days of on-track training with me at my private track in Pennsylvania. This is a $1,400 value. I got to let you know, though, I keep the people I let in, I don't go huge on this, okay? Because I want to give you tons of value, great, good training, have you have breakthrough results and improve rapidly. And when you get beyond more than 10 people, you can't coach as effectively, okay? But yes, dude, this is it. You're going to get 4 days. This is for 10 people only, so you need to jump on this. And it's going to be 4 days of on-track training with me in Pennsylvania. Listen, here's the thing I'm going to do, too, with this. This is going to be 4 days. You don't have to take the 4 days in a row, all right? What you can do is we can break them up. I'm going to let you guys do is break them up in 2-day sessions, okay? So we'll do 2 days. This way we can work 2 days. You can go we can really build you up with a good base, get you there, get you riding awesome, get you having all the techniques down with control, confidence, and flow. And then you can leave, go practice this stuff at a track, and then come back. And we're going to do 2 more days. What I found is most guys come to, honestly, all the people I've trained, they come back like crazy. And it's usually around, I've trained guys 6 or 7 times, okay? It's usually around this 4-day mark where you really start to break through, okay? But, they're paying upwards of $1,800 to do that, all right? And you're not going to pay that today at all, but you're going to get these 4 days with me. And here's the thing, I'm lenient on this like crazy, so whatever works for you best, we'll try to get everybody that's in the group together. But if not, we're going to make them one-on-one trainings, okay? If we had to break it up in 4 actual separate trainings, we'll do that. Not a problem. This is for you guys in this webinar. If you joined today, you are my first priority, and we're going to make it work no matter how we have to make it work to get you guys your 4 days of training. I prefer we do them 2 days. You come with me 2 days, like a weekend, Saturday, Sunday. You go practice the stuff, and we set up the next 2 dates. So these dates aren't set in stone for anything. But if you join the program today and you say, Scoob, I'm coming for the next 4 days, you got it. That's what's going to happen, and we're going to do it, all right? So that's a big bonus, guys. I want to work with you through this whole program is building you up. The Motocross Training Academy is an awesome foundation to build you up through, and then through our coaching program, through the coaching calls, the one-on-ones, the private Facebook group, the personalized riding critiques, and then we're going to work for 4 days with me one-on-one at my private track here in Pennsylvania. And that's it. You can see it all right there. And the bonus 1, the bonus 2, $1,400 value. This brings the total value of this program to $3,239. And you can see why it's a good deal at that $3,239. People that have been through this program have paid that much in the past, and they've also paid more than that through a lot of training, okay? And you can see for $1,495 for the general public. But like I said, you're on this webinar. And today you can get into this program with everything for just $1,297. Get started today. I'm going to, you're going to see in the chat box, you should be able to see. Let me see here. I'm going to bring up a button you can press. All you got to do is hit this button, guys. An offer is going to come up here. You can hit this offer and get signed up right now today. I should be able. There it is. You ought to be able to see this offer in your chat box right now. All you have to do to join this program right now is to hit the join the coaching program now on that button below. And you're going to go and get in today for $1,297, guys. This is a $3,000 value, 4 days of training with me, all the coaching program leading up to this. So you have 2 choices now. First option, do nothing and not take a leap of faith on this, which is 100% risk-free. This thing's actually risk-free. I'll tell you about that in a second. The second option is to pony up this small investment today compared to all the value of getting return and just give it a shot. If you love it, great. If not, just ask for your money back and you'll get it. So here's my 30-day guarantee, okay? Sign up today. If you don't like it for any reason, I don't care if it's 29 days, 23 hours and 59 minutes from now, just let me know and I will give your money back. 30-day money back guarantee, no questions, no hassles. I promise that. Maybe it just ain't right for you. You're finding it's not really just working out, and that's not a problem. Within them 30 days, I'll give your money back. So the real question is, what you have to gain by joining today? Bragging rights, champion, control, breakthrough results to your name. So what do you have to lose? All you have to lose, guys, is the fear, the frustration, the doubt, okay? That's what you have to lose, and then that's what you want to lose anyhow. This is the game of motocross. We want to have swagger, ride with control, confidence, and flow. So if you guys want to join this program right now, I'm only 10 units available, as you can see, and you can you guys see that in the is it in the offer box there? If you guys can see it in the offer box, Dave said that's an awesome deal. It really is, guys. This is a tremendous deal. And if you come train with me more than, even 4 times, you're going to pay way more than this. So this is a special offer. This special offer, let me say, is not going to last for a long time. This price is going up to $2,000. So Alex says he sees it. Awesome, Alex. Thank you. But this price is going to go up to $2,000 here in the near future, and it's going to probably raise above that also. So you can see everything you're going to get now in this: the instant access to the Motocross Training Academy, the $495 value, the bi-weekly online training tutorials, $397 value, the monthly group coaching call, Q&A, $300 value, the monthly 30-minute one-on-one call, $350 value. I'm sorry, $350. And the private Facebook group, $97 value. Bonus 1, your personalized video coaching, and bonus 2, your 4 days of on-track training with me. Whenever you can set these up, you have these are lifetime guaranteed. I forgot to mention that earlier. You will get, say you get 3 days in, and your 4th day, man, maybe some stuff comes up and you can't get it in. This is never going to expire on you. This is a crazy good deal I'm throwing out here. I promise you guys that this thing is not going to last forever. It's for you guys on this program. There's going to be offered to some other people in the replay of the program, but there is only going to be for 10 people. And the 4 days we can set up, it's going to be one-on-one with me. Or if you'd like to join the group, if some other guys are coming, some other guys, you get to know them in the Facebook group, and you guys can join up together and say, hey, let's go, me and you together. And then you can go, okay? So I want to give you guys a payment plan for this. So what we can do, if you're ready to get started and you want a payment plan, you can get started now for just $325 today. So you can jump in this program today, try it out for your 30 days, and just for $325. And then there's just going to be 3 monthly payments at $325. You get everything you see in this program. So if you guys clicked on that button, you've probably already seen that the payment plan was there. But listen, guys, YouTube videos might show you a few cool tricks, but this program teaches you techniques to win. For 17 years, it's done that, guys. It really does, okay? If you didn't sign up immediately, reason 1 might be you're not sure you can actually make it to PA. You might feel you're too old, too inexperienced, too young. Now's the time to start kicking butt, guys. These are all excuses, okay? There really are. You can make it to PA. I'll tell you a story here in a second of a guy who has made it here from a very long ways. So you can do that. It can be done. This is lifetime for the 4 training. So you might think it's too expensive, but listen, you deserve to win. How much time will you waste on these YouTube videos trying to learn? And reason 3, you're not convinced online and long distance training can work for you. Try it out. If it doesn't work, I'll refund your money. A lot of people are a little bit hesitant on the Motocross Training Academy, okay? But listen, guys, I've been running this program for 3 years now, and the Motocross Training Academy, and it works very well because you got lifetime access into this thing. And I designed it specifically with videos and fitness training to build you up to, from a starting point, to build you through the techniques, through the master of the 5 controls, and then lead it into cone drills and into bike stand drills that you can take into corners, jumps, and it goes through all that and gives you a great base. And people rave about it, okay? So it does work. Listen, I want to let you guys know I'm nothing special. Dave says it's clickable and works. I appreciate that, Dave. Listen, I'm no spring chicken. I've been racing for 34 years. If that gives you a hint of how old I am. I just had a birthday. I'm getting up there. I've got a little more weight around my waist than I'd like, and I don't ride the most expensive bike out there, but I can still win races. I don't race that much anymore, but I just joined plus 45 class the other day and got first place in that. How'd I do it? Because I know these techniques. I mastered these techniques myself after being really bad at them. And I'm not only a racer myself, but a teacher. I teach you guys this, and I ride too. So it's not like, and I've rode all my life and won championships. And, you get some coaches out there, let's be straight up, that they can ride really well and they can't teach very well, right? Or they don't really ride that well. They haven't ridden much, and they don't. So you don't really want to be taught by that person. I've seen the struggles, guys, been down the road, and but I can still win these races because I mastered these techniques myself. I broke all my bad habits on my own, and now I can teach them to you. I want to tell you Michael's journey real quick, okay, guys? Here's Michael's journey. Here's a guy that this is where he's from, guys. See this little island of Corso in this picture, right below Haiti, below Cuba, just 40 miles off of Venezuela. Here's what Michael did. Here's a case study. Michael, his first step is he joined this. This is a picture of him here on the right. He joined the Motocross Training Academy, that the instant lifetime access to what you guys are getting free in this program. Then he got his riding critiques. He went through the one-on-one calls, the group coaching calls. Then he came to me. Back then, I only offered this as a 2-day program. Now you're getting 4 days, because what I found, like I said earlier, is most guys come back anyhow. You got the 4 days now that you can train with me. But he signed up to them 2-day schools, and his result was 1 B-class championship. And he came from that little island of Corso. He flew into Florida, caught a flight from Florida to Pittsburgh, rented a car. I got him a bike, and he came down, and he's done this for 3 years in a row. And here was his testimonial. He said, "Hi, folks. Another Dirt Soldiers MX Training Academy fan from the warm, steaming, hot Caribbean island of Corso. Joined the 2017 2-day MX camp. Was amazing and learned so much. Scoob is an awesome instructor. He turned this 40-year-old weekend warrior into a racer. Got champ in B class on Corso's MX riding a KTM 525. That's what he was riding back. He's since bought a 450, but he was riding back on his island a KTM 525. Poor thing. And he said, thanks. So that's Michael's story. You guys can get here. That can definitely happen. Let me show you what to do next. I already showed you guys. It's just all you have to do is you can get started today for this webinar only special. This is a webinar only special of $1,297. You get the payment plan. You can actually be in this program starting today for $325. All you got to do is click on that thing you can see in the chat box there, that link, or the offer. You click on that. That's a secure shopping cart page. You can hit the payment plan if you wish, or the pay in full, and you are in. You're going to instantly be added to the Motocross Training Academy. You're going to get all the past for 3 years of webinars and everything. There's a ton of training in there, guys, fitness stuff. And we're going to start working on building you up from a base through the coaching calls, the riding critiques, and then we can sign up and we can start our 4 days of training. We can start to set the dates in there. You guys are in, man. So you can see everything you're going to get. That's a total value of $3,239. I'm not going to read back through these guys. You guys, I've said it enough. You guys know what's all in this program, and it's well worth it, guys. And it's so it's Q&A time. Get started now. This is a webinar only special, guys. Like I said earlier, and the price is going to go up. And you can get started today for just $325. We got your 30-day money back guarantee. If you're not interested in this, if it's this program, it just don't seem right for you. No questions, no hassle. You'll get your money back. So you can start this program for $325 today, or paying full for the $1297, and you're in. All right, guys, I appreciate you being on here. Thank you so much. It was super fun. I hope you learned a ton of stuff. Take the stuff that I gave you, that you learned in this webinar, take it out to the track, and apply it the next time you get on the track. I promise you're going to see massive results. Let me know about it, please. I want to hear how it worked for you. Please let me know. You can email me at that mxscuba@gmail.com, or you can call or text me at 814-330-2058. You can see that right there on the webinar in the chat box. Hey, guys, hit the button. Just get in the program today. I'll be here. I'm going to help you. We're going to work for months inside the Motocross Training Academy. Then you're going to work with me. They're 4 days or 2 days, one-on-one, and we're going to take your riding to the next level, get you breakthrough results, and have you improve rapidly. All right, guys, Have a good one. I am out. See ya.